first question I always get when I talk about this, whether it's to reporters, whether it's to colleagues, whether it's to my mother who asked me about this a few weeks ago, it's always, do you really think you can get the minimum wage up to $15 an hour? And to that I always respond, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. It has to happen. We don't really have a choice.
And just as a policymaker, when I look at the data and the reports that says that it costs us as taxpayers $264 million a year to subsidize companies like McDonald's and Burger King, who pays their workers and our constituents and our neighbors and our family members the minimum wage while they take in all these profits. I'm appalled when I look at the number of people that's working, the working poor, that have to rely on some kind of public assistance to make ends meet, and then they barely meet.
People get that companies like McDonald's make billions of dollars a year, and yet they force their workers to rely on taxpayers to get by. They understand how ridiculous that is, that it's more than half of fast food workers are relying on at least one form of government assistance to get by. And they understand that it's a huge amount of money that these corporate fast food companies are draining from our local economies that could otherwise be helping us here as opposed to where the corporate offices sit. People get it. They understand.
But as long as they can keep us fearful and not organized, then that's why they can continue to treat us this way.
I worked at McDonald's, I worked at Church's Chicken, and I am now employed at Burger King. I am currently a team leader and a guest ambassador at my location. Overall, my job consists of making my guest experience a memorable and a pleasant one. In the run of a day, I stand on my feet maybe 8 hours or better. Most days, I hardly ever get a break or have time to take one. The fast food industry is a very demanding industry. These companies are making millions and billions of dollars every year, but I am forced to rely upon government assistance just to be able to feed my family and myself. My family depend upon me. I work hard, and my basic needs are yet still a struggle, a constant struggle just to meet. I don't want to depend on these programs for the rest of my life. I want to stand on my own 2 feet, and I work hard. Why must I resort to government assistance just to survive?
I'm a physician at Rockport Road Family Medicine. We take care of mostly people who can't get care elsewhere. And so this fast food thing is actually a triple whammy because number one, you're not getting paid anything. Right. Number two, you don't have health insurance. And most people in North Carolina who work a little don't qualify for Medicaid either. Of course, we didn't expand Medicaid, so we're not going to give health insurance to those people. And then the other thing is, what's the cheapest food you can get? You get a discount at your fast food place, right?
No.
You don't get a discount. Some people always get no discount.
You get a coupon.
I was because I'm the guest ambassador. I get a free 99-cent sandwich a day.
Okay, so you
but they just took that away because
they took it away.
They took it away because they had a loss last month of $500. So they took my sandwich away.
When you go into McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, we talk to the customers. Talk to the customers and say, yeah, you get a cheap meal here and whatnot, but what about the people who are waiting on you, serving you? I do, a couple of us retirees can do this, right? We talk about all the retiree meetings in Burger King and McDonald's, the breakfast clubs, the lunch clubs, right? I tell them the reason I could be in here retired because I had a union job and I got a pension, right? And I'm able to kind of live halfway well because I had that. These people who just serve you your egg biscuit and your cheese biscuit can't even pay their bills. But we've got to be able to do this as we engage the customers.
I came up in Winston-Salem where R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company was doing the same thing to workers, and most of them are women. Such is the same thing that's happening today. Women, mothers that's head of households, they're being pimped. But when those women organized themselves, came together under distress, under the threat of arrest and death, let me tell you, Reynolds started paying people. I am a product of a wage where my parents were able to send me to college from R.J. Reynolds. But it took sacrifice. It took willing to stand up together as a group
Every day we gotta be doing that. When you're in the Walmart, when you're in the fast food restaurant, you gotta be agitated, educated, and that's how we build a movement.
That's right.
I know.